They had some trouble, though, against some pressure in the game against Neighborhood Academy. Lost a 10-point lead late. Is that something you look at and maybe do more of your pressure, or just do what you do best?
Well, in different spots, take a look at it. Listen, we walk through a lot of things, everything, because, we're not leaving nothing in the bag at this point. So, if we have to, we'll try to. Neighborhood's got a little bit different. They can get out there. But, Neighborhood, to their credit, too, they're missing 4 of their top 7 overseas. And they still went overtime. That's how good Neighborhood is. Yeah. So, like I said, we'll see. You never know. But, if they're beating us one way, we always talk about plan A, but you got to have a plan B and C, too.
So talk about it. What would plan A, B, C? What is the main thing of plan A to get the win tonight and get back to the semis?
Well, plan A, take care of the basketball, rebound, get down the floor, knock down shots, obviously, play our man. But then plan B could be maybe gimmick. They're two best. Triangle 2, take a look at it, or zone, or like you said, pressure up, off free throws, change defense, anything. Like I said, there's no reason holding anything back now, because the best you're going to do is 2 more after this.
Very good, Coach. Go get them.
All right, thank you.
That's Coach Mark Stanley here for the Union Scotties. Hopefully we don't see plan B, C, and D, but we see plan U come into effect. Back with tip-off in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet. And not tip-off, but the second half coming your way. We got it. We should be good. Again, hopefully it stays this way. Again, we apologize, everybody on listening on lcsportsnet.com. Honestly, I have no idea. It said it was streaming the entire time, so we had no idea that it wasn't working. We just had to do basically a hard reset on the audio-only portion, and we believe we are now on. So thanks for hanging with us, folks. It's
it's been a good first half.
It has, yes. Tell about it, Tim.
That's the bottom line here is when you look at the scoring here for Union, you got 15 from Thomas, you got 10 from Stanley, you got 5 from Jonke. You got Gettings adding a point. Parker Alexander leading the scores here for Bishop Carroll with 9 with 3 trees. And then Jace Cassis with 8. And Luke Repko with 5. Will Tremmel with a deuce. And Max also with 4.
It's not a team that switched sides. Bishop Carroll is in the home whites. They'll be going left to right here in the second half. Union in the road blues with the 35-30 lead. It was tied at 18 at the end of the first quarter, and then Union exploded in the start of the second, but a big explosion to start the second half as Parker Alexander becomes the first Husky in double figures. Stanley with the basketball back. One of 2 Scotties in double figures, as Tim just mentioned. He's got 10. Thomas with 15. Jonke between the circles. He's got 2 fouls. Max Orevich, the only Husky with multiple fouls. It's a big tussle near midcourt, somehow saved by Gettings. Union scrambling now in the half-court offense. Floater from the foul line is good for Stanley.
Yeah, nice play there by Blakely, throwing a cross-court, finds Stanley, and Stanley going into the lane, laying up that little runner for 2.
Back up to a 5-point advantage for Union. Union area out of the Newcastle area. Nice curl cut, an easy lay-in there for Luke Repko. Just found the opening and nearly stealing the inbounds, too. Union still able to maintain it. Back out to Thomas. He'll take a right wing 3 and rattle home his third of the night.
And Key again was throwing the ball in the corner to Blakely. Blakely making the extra pass, finding the wide open Thomas for a better look at a 3.
Yeah, you're right. Trading up a good look for a great look. Third of the night for Braylon Thomas. Leads all scorers now with 18. Union, their largest lead of the night here at +6. Trying to answer on the other end, and doing so is Repko from downtown.
Yeah, he's starting to find his shot here early in the third quarter.
Yeah, his first 3-pointer, and a steal in the backcourt from Will Tremmel. Huskies with the ball. Little shot in the lane is up and in, just like that. 5 points in about 5 seconds as Arevich shakes that one. He's got 8.
And that little pressure now shown here by the Huskies, giving a little problem here for Union.
Only the 5th turnover of the game for Union, and Braylon Thomas says, I've had enough of that. Right to the rack. Up and in. The PA announcer gives a little da-na-na, da-na-na. 3-pointer for Luke Repko is off the mark. He's now 1 for 5 from downtown. Still a 3-point Union lead. And Tremoro nearly goes into the scorer's table trying to get that steal. They do such a great job, Tim, of waiting until you turn your back and then sending the double team your way.
Yeah, they've done a great job. I think Tremmel has been really quick to the ball every chance he's gotten defensively and really is challenged. I mean, he's given away a few inches on the floor, but it ain't stopping his play.
To the high post for Jonke. Jonke into the corner for Gettings. Open for three. In and out. Strong rebound, Parker Alexander. Union still leading by 3. 5:20 remaining in the third quarter. Gives over to Jace Cassis. Cassis goes left wing. That's Alexander. Alexander's got 3 threes in the first half. He's going to be pickpocketed there by Stanley. Ball on the floor. It's going to be stolen by Jonke. Stanley over to Blakely, and he's going to maybe get away with a walk and gets it back off to Stanley up and in. No maybe about it. He got away with one there.
Yeah, he did. He looked like he was going to try to lay it up and then changed his mind, took a step, and found Stanley cutting to the hole. The officials just missed it.
And they said the back foot stayed glued well enough. 5-point Union advantage as we approach the midway point of the third. 44-39 your score. Huskies had Tremmel wide open on the block, couldn't find him. He's now open on the right wing. He'll take a three and knock it down.
Yeah, Tremmel's got a nice look there from the right wing.
And a lazy pass in the backcourt is going to be stolen away, but somehow not out of bounds. It was thrown off of Thomas and then ricocheted back off of Alexander.
Yeah, they're going to get, I believe, Repko for the foul as he reached in and just kind of hacked the Union player, and they'll just get able to reset right here in front of the Scotties bench.
That was crazy, though, trying to save it out of bounds in front of his own bench. Threw it off of Thomas, and it landed back off of the Bishop Carroll player. I thought he was out of bounds, but none given. How about this for a dipsy-do shot with the contact? Repko can't get it to go, though, and then a foul in the backcourt. Thomas draws another one.
This game's gotten a lot more physical here in the third quarter. And we see more of a finesse first half where both teams were able to move up and down the court, kind of get their offense set and whatever they wanted to do. If they wanted to go run inside or get outside for a three shot, this time both teams have been a little bit more physical. You're seeing a lot more bodies being, in contact than we had in the first half.
Blakely to inbound. He's finally going to get it into Thomas. 4:10 remaining in the third quarter. Again, Thomas splits a pair in the backcourt. Bounce pass to Jonke. Shot too strong. Thomas gets it back, puts it up and in. He's got 22. He had 5 rebounds in the first half. Finishes on the putback there. He had a great putback at the buzzer on a deflected pass and ended up right back at him for a foul line jumper. That one there on a putback gives him a 4-point advantage. Right wing three for Jace Cassis. Hand down, man down.
Yeah, that's what they needed. They needed a big play, and Cass delivers.
Cassis with 11, Alexander with 11, Repko with 10, Oravich with 8. Balanced scoring, the name of the game for the Huskies. Braylon Thomas, the name of the game for Union, as he spins around a defender and makes a 10-foot jumper. Full timeout's going to be called by Coach Stanley with 3:21 remaining in the third. It's a 3-point Union advantage. Back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet and the and the NFHS network. When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
So Stanley uses his third timeout, only 2 remaining, all 5 remaining for Bishop Carroll, and we'll still have our under 4 timeout coming at the next whistle. Union leading 48-45 over Bishop Carroll with 3:15 remaining. It is the Ides of March. He's left alone there, driving right to the hoop and getting it to go. Oravich, this was left alone, Tim, and he's going to get a 3-point play.
Yeah, he looked kind of shocked, like, all right, going to give me that lane, I'll take it. And he goes right up there, he gets fouled in the process, and he has an opportunity to tie this game up.
But he'll have to do it after the under 4 timeout, so we'll step aside again. Chance to tie for the Huskies, 48-47 Union leads. Back in a moment, it's the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP.
From coast to coast and every state between, X marks the spot as Max Preps is your source for everything high school sports. From schedules, roster, stats, live scores, video highlights, photos, playoff brackets, to award programs that recognize the hard-working athletes across the country. Max Preps gives you access to every team, every game, and every player. Get in the know today by downloading the Max Preps app, available in both the iTunes and Google Play Store. Or visit maxpreps.com, America's source for high school sports.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
So out of the timeout, Max Uravich will have a chance to complete a 3-point play. How about this, Tim? He's one of 4 Huskies now who are in double figures here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's impressive what they're doing here. What they've done is really just kind of ease their way back into this and just kind of with effort, just like that, trying to get that extra possession. But that time the Union was able to come away with the ball.
Yeah, volleyball on that rebound. Uravich unable to get the 3-point play to go. 2-man game, and then trying to bounce pass from Thomas to Stanley goes right through Stanley's legs and out of bounds.
Yeah, ball just never bounced high. He was expecting it to get to his waist level, and they just stayed low on him.
So it remains a 1-point Union lead, and a dogfight it has been between the Scotties and the Huskies here tonight. 48-47 as a 15-foot jumper in and out, no good for Jace Cassis. He's got 11. He had 19 and 20 in the 2 state games coming into tonight's contest. And trying to save this one was Repko, but he couldn't get it out of bounds as he came sprinting back and poked it away from behind. Man, this team is tenacious there, Tim.
I was just going to say, they see little openings, they take it. And you really got to protect the ball, and there it was there.
Oh,
a
my.
bad pass leads to an easy layup.
Yeah, no one, not on the same page on the inbounds. They were trying to just throw it in the front court to Thomas, and Thomas was cutting to the hoop. Ends up being an easy lay-in at the other end for Will Tremmel. Huskies in the lead, 49-48.
Got to put it out of your mind and get right back to it here.
Stanley's trying to answer, and he does. Gets a big screen, gets a big 3. It's starting the night. 51-49, 2 minutes remaining in the third. Union leads.
Stanley with 15.
And it does. It feels like every time that Bishop Carroll's made a little run.
There's been a 3 by answered. It has been this scenario here for the Scotties.
1:45 remaining. Crossover dribble from Repko, and he's going to go into the paint, get fouled on the way up. It won't fall, but he'll get a pair of free throws coming up. And get it on Grayson Blakely. And we have it looks like a lane violation on the first free throw. Was Repko on the line, or was one of the players in the backcourt? One of the players was trying to get out of the lane and in the backcourt, didn't do quickly enough, it looks like, Tim.
Yeah, I think that's what the call was.
So it goes down, unfortunately, for Repko as just a 1 for 2 statistically from the line.
However, it keeps the Scotties with a 1-point lead.
51-50. Thomas pickpocketed at midcourt. Repko is going to get swatted by Thomas. Off the window, but still possession is Bishop Carroll. Putback is no good. Third chance effort is going to be no good from Repko, and he's fouled there, hit on the arm.
By Stanley, I believe.
Look at the LCAP instant replay going up. Clean block, but then the second and third chance efforts, especially from Repko. How about him staying with it, Tim, and getting another chance?
And that's exactly what they need. You got to stay with the ball and give them an opportunity. This is, like I said, been a much more physical third quarter than what we've seen here in the first 2 quarters of this ball game. That one bounces off the front of the rim, so the best they can do is tie it with just under 90 seconds here to play.
Yeah, free throw line has not been kind here in the second half. Second one rattles down. 2 of 5 from the line in the third quarter right now for Bishop Carroll. Blakely gives it back to Stanley. Give and go, cut to the hoop, up and in.
Stanley with 17.
2-point lead for Union. Elbow jumper trying to answer. Repko can't get it to go, though. Stanley rebounds. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. 53-51 Scotties. Floater from the foul line, too strong for Lucas. Rebound coming out again from Repko. It's turned into those two going up and down the court. Back and forth. They kick it back out. Give it to Oravich. Poked away from behind, but Stanley got the arm of Oravich, and it's going to be a foul against Union. Team's fourth of the quarter. Haven't had any bonus free throws for either squad yet, Tim.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Both teams have been really playing as physical as they are, have been clean in physicality, and they haven't gone to the line that much. And we'll see how it rolls out here under a minute to play.
Pump fake from Cassis. Lets Galmarini go by. Now hands it off for a three from Repko. It's going to be short, no good. Thomas coming the other way with speed. Less than 40 seconds to go as Jonky gets hacked in the lane, and he'll get a pair of free throws. Lucas Stanley, by the way, on the bench. You don't see it very often, but in our pregame show, those who are watching on NFHS, we'll give you the abbreviated pregame show right now. If you're listening on LCSportsNet.com, Lucas Stanley and a couple others a bit under the weather. Don't see Stanley on the bench too often, but I like this with about 50 seconds left, Tim, getting him a little breather. Yeah,
it's a great idea. And you've got to give it up to, I believe that was, that was Oravec who was underneath who got that foul. He just gave up a couple inches to Jonky, and Jonky didn't, give his position, so it ended up going to the line shooting two there.
Jonky makes them both. Down to 30 seconds remaining. Union leading 55-51. Driving in, getting into the paint. Little 12-footer up and in. That mid-range jumper lethal tonight for this Huskies team.
Yeah, Repko with 13 here tonight. Let's see if they hold for one last shot. We're down to 15 seconds.
Union leading by 2 with the ball, now down to 12. Jonky between the circles. He has an opening, drives, kicks it out to Thomas. He'll take a right wing three with 8 seconds left. It's short, no good. Now the Huskies can tie or take the lead here at the buzzer. 4 seconds left as Tremble crosses the timeline. Off the window, too strong, no good. And a whistle and a foul after the shot on Galmarini.
That will be the 5th foul.
With 0.8 of a second on the clock. Well, it's the official in midcourt who called it, Tim, which I think is what Coach Stanley is not pleased about. Looking at the replay, not a lot of contact there.
No, it wasn't a lot of contact, and it's a scenario where, like you said, it was a trailing official seeing it, and just the vantage point for the people underneath did not really let it go. You think it might have been best just to swallow that whistle there, but not the case. As Tremble puts the first one in.
Cuts the lead down to 1. 0.8 of a second on the clock. Tremble, a 64% shooter at the line this year. Knocks them both down and ties it up. Galmarini, the pitcher's trying to loosen up the arm. Puts it off the backboard from 3/4 court. That's how your third quarter comes to an end. But we got a great one here at Norwin. Tied at 55. How about Bishop Carroll outscoring Union 25-20 in the third. Fourth quarter coming your way when we return. Back in a moment here on the Lawrence County SportsNet. It's powered by LCAP.
Choosing milk after exercise is important in helping your body recover and prepare for your next endurance. With 8 grams of protein per serving, milk helps build and repair muscles. Milk is all natural and has 9 essential nutrients. Refuel your body with milk.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN. 8 minutes on the clock, fourth quarter coming your way. Union and Bishop Carroll tied at 55, a trip to the Class 1A semifinals, hanging in the balance. And Union will get first possession of the fourth quarter, and just lackadaisical on the inbounds pass. Thomas got stolen away by Tremmel. Tremmel finds Repko for the easy lay-in.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Just not paying attention to what his surroundings were. And that turnover leads to 2 easy points and a lead here.
Does Stanley have another answer? This time his three-pointer is too strong, no good, and they're going to get a foul on Blakely with a push on the rebound. Yeah, I got 2 hands on the back. His second, team's first of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye here. That's early in the fourth quarter to pick up a foul. Those bonus free throws are 2 each now once you get to 5.
Winner takes on Farrell or Imani Christian. That game tipping off in 30 minutes time up at Slippery Rock University. Second straight year those two teams have played in the quarterfinals. Union wins. It would be the second straight year potentially that it's Union Imani into the semis, but trying to prevent that. Parker Alexander, 4 of 5 now from downtown. Largest lead of the game for the Huskies, 60-55, and they'll pick up a foul in the backcourt, though, against Tremmel.
You got to watch momentum here. If you're Union, you just want to get back into your offense and roll the ball around. You got to have a short-term memory scenario about the last couple trips down court and get back into what you've been doing all game that has been successful.
Stanley return pass for 3. Shot short, no good. Strong rebound. Grabbing it there is Repko.
You can feel that. The Huskies feel that they have a chance to take control of this game here in the fourth quarter.
And remember, Union only 2 timeouts remaining. All 5 still left to go for Coach Aliquio and the Bishop Carroll Huskies, but a steal as this one's poked away by Blakely and stolen by Thomas. He looks to go coast to coast. Too strong, no good. Offensive rebound, though. Junkie puts it back up and in.
That's more what the doctor ordered. They got to get those second shot opportunities. If they do, they're going to have better success here in the fourth quarter. Junkie in double digits with 11.
6:20 remaining. It's a 3-point lead for the Huskies. Trying to extend that lead is Repko, but they're going to say he got hit on the arm on the way up. Good drive and another trip to the line. Huskies struggled in the third quarter, but have made their last 4 now from the charity stripe.
Yeah, Blakely just trailed that play just a tiny bit, and in the process is able just to get part of the hand as he went up for that shot there by Repko.
Repko only 3 of 6 from the line going into this trip. And this one rattles in and out. Both these teams shoot it pretty well. 69% for Bishop Carroll, 73% as a team for Union. Second one on the way. Repko splits another pair. He's got a team high 16. Back to a 2-possession game, 61-57. Bishop Carroll leading Union. Union with the ball. Stanley is going to get a reach and foul drawn, as coming again for that double team was Repko, but just a half second too late, and he ends up grabbing the arm of Stanley. There it is again, Tim. You turn your back for a half second, and they got somebody coming at you.
Yes.
Thomas
There's got to be another one there.
Yeah, Thomas has got undercut as he drove into the lane. Got his legs taken out from under him.
Well, there's back-to-back fouls with under 5 seconds of play there, and that is the third foul, team foul.
And the fourth. Against Trevor.
Yeah.
So he will check out, and you're going to see Matt Aravich check back in with 6:06 remaining. Inbounds pass stolen away. Luke Repko just poked it away.
They have been really tenacious defensively, making sure they get opportunities.
And then on the right wing, 3 in and out for Jade Cassis. I don't know how it didn't fall.
Got to give it up to Stanley there. He got a finger on that ball in the rebound and knocked it away. They had a second shot opportunity, took it away, and the Union came away with the ball.
Thomas with the ball, hands it off to Getting. Scotties down by 4 with 5:35 remaining. Runner from 3-point range is really what that looked like for Stanley. Couldn't get it to go. Ball bounced around, ends up in Blakely's hands in the corner. His shot, air biscuit.
Right now, Union needs to settle down when they get back on offense. Run a play that they're successful doing. something they feel comfortable. I mean, this is where those timeouts might come in handy that you don't have.
Second chance here for Ravitch as he gets the offensive rebound back out to Cassis, and his shot off the mark. Thomas skies up for the rebound and gets it.
Yeah, huge rebound there by Thomas. Really need to convert here.
Pump fake in the corner. Stanley gets it back up to Braylon. Braylon drives in, off the window and in. Braylon Thomas with 26 to lead all scorers. Cuts the lead in half, 61-59, just under 5 to play.
This is where you got to man up on defense. Know what your responsibilities are. If you're trailing on a play, keep your hands low and don't make an interference.
Scotties fans on the near side of the court making some noise, encouraging their defense with 4:30 to play. Bishop Carroll with the ball with Alexander. Alexander swings it over to Cassis. Cassis gets around Gettings, gets into the lane, high off the window and in. Lead back up to 4. Jade Cassis, nifty shot coming at the other end. Blakely for 3, no good, and the ball's gonna go over the backboard on the rebound.
You know, Blakely had a nice open look there from the wing on the right-hand side. It was definitely a shot worth taking. Unfortunately, it just a little bit off, hit high off the rim and bounced out of bounds over the backboard. But definitely an opportunity for the Scotties. Not a bad shot, still 4:11 here to play.
Kick in the backcourt by Stanley. Popping up right at Mr. Darren Heberlin, our sideline camera today. Shout out to him and the Moan brothers working the production. Tim Continenza alongside. I'm James Dotson. Full court pressure now from Union. First we've seen really that as Cassis gets around Gettings, though in the backcourt, gets to midcourt, gets to the foul line, gets into the lane, off the window and in.
Yeah, Cassis has come alive here in the second half. He now has 17 in the game.
Braylon Thomas coming the other way. Euro step, and it won't fall, but he'll at least get a trip to the line for Union after the under 4 timeout. But it's the largest lead of the game for Bishop Carroll, 65-59. We'll be back in a moment. Watching on NFHS Network, this is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Down to 3 minutes and change, 3:51 officially on the clock. Tim Continenza, it's a 6-point lead, the largest of the day for Bishop Carroll. We were tied at 18 after 1, tied at 55 after 3. The last thing that Coach Stanley said in the huddle before the fourth quarter began was you got to stay mentally tough, and it was Bishop Carroll who did that first to start the fourth quarter, Tim, getting that steal, and they haven't looked back so far. Chance here for Union to maybe get a couple back at the line, though.
Yeah, right now, defensively, they need to get back and force them outside. They haven't been really successful outside. That one bounces away on the first shot. Now you just got to settle down and complete this pair here if you're Thomas and the Scotties. But defensively, they got to get back, know your responsibilities, and try to keep them away. And they haven't been really successful outside. They've hit a few, but let's make them shoot more from outside and less from inside.
Thomas splits the pair, cuts the lead down to 5, 3:45 remaining. As Jade Cassis finds a cutter going right to the hoop, blocked away from behind again. How is Andrew Gettings, the smallest kid on the court, the one who's got the most blocks in the game right now?
What's really impressive is he lets him get by, but he understands the positioning where he's at, and he swats from the side where he can only use his hands to get to the ball.
Inbound into the front court, grab there by Ravitch. Hands it back off to Cassis, 3:35 remaining. Huskies with a 5-point advantage, and a hand check's going to get called against Jonky. Team's third.
It looks like they're going to call it tight here in the fourth quarter, so you got to be really careful about how physical you get. You want to get in there, up there tight, but you don't want to get in the point where you're giving out easy fouls and then they get in the bonus with over 3 minutes left in the play.
Cass left all alone. Again, drives right in and gets the and one.
Yeah, that's a scenario where once he got him beat, he decided to go for the ball, and that's the best scenario is to get 2 and not an opportunity for 3. But momentum has definitely gone to the Huskies here in the fourth quarter.
They'll have bonus free throws the rest of the way. And the issue on that one, I think Gettings was cheating towards the backcourt. Cassis noticed it, as did the inbounder, and just went straight to the rack.
It's not an insurmountable lead. If it gets 8 points, it's only 3 possessions with this team. And the way they shoot the threes.
Cassis completes that 3-point play, and it is the largest lead of the night at 68-60.
But it's a very important possession here. They're going to give you the pressure to in the backcourt, but you're going to have to set up your offense and just get a good look, whatever it is, inside out. But they haven't been really getting inside as much as they wanted to, or at least were able to in the first half.
Nice backdoor cut. Good find from Thomas to Stanley for 2. Stanley with 21. Still life for the Scotties. They trail by 6, just over 3 minutes to play. Repko tries to drive baseline. Double team there. Kicks it back up to midcourt. Aravich now around the perimeter of the Cassis. Cassis, 19 in the first round, 20 in the second round, 18 tonight. He's left open down below. Now he's got 20 tonight.
Yeah, it was a nice find underneath.
Bishop Carroll, the bucket, and the timeout. Huskies faithful on the far sideline. They're beginning to feel it. It's a 30-second timeout. Gives us a chance to give a shout-out. Our audio broadcast tonight brought you thanks to the great people at the Union Township Volunteer Fire Department, the Mahoning Township Volunteer Fire Department, the Union Area Boosters, and Parkstown Lounge. Big thanks to them. Make sure you say thank you. And they're not the reasons why the tech issues are going on. Let's just throw that out there. Give a big shout-out to them. Thanks to them for everything that they've done for us throughout these postseason contests. But now, Tim, with 2:48 remaining, 70-62 your score. What's being said in that Scotties huddle? What's being said in the Huskies huddle?
He's talking defense. He's going to say you got to keep them out of the middle, give them easy buckets. You got to close that up. You got to make sure they're in front of your defensive player, and then you have an opportunity. Look, the bottom line here for the Scotties, there's a lot of time. 2:48 remaining here in the quarter. You're only trailing by 8. This is not like a scenario where it cannot be made up. But what you have to do is run your offense and get good looks like that.
That great one. Pumped on the 3, step back, and a 3-pointer up and good for Lucas Stanley. His 4th of the night.
24 for Stanley.
And a foul in midcourt. Jonky just got his 5th.
Yeah, Jonky unfortunately picked up 3 quick ones here in the fourth quarter. And in the process, they'll send them to the line shooting 2. The only good thing is they haven't been real successful at the line here tonight, but you don't want to give them easy shots, but it could extend the game here for Union if necessary. That is one advantage you may have with 2:32 here to play.
70-65 your score. Gun checks in for Jonky. And here's another thing maybe if you're a Union fan. Xander Sakarik going to the line. He's only shot 8 free throws all year, and the first one's a brick.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They haven't been real successful at the line, so that may come back. It's only a 5-point game. If he splits the pair, so it's only a 2-possession game.
Second one on the way for the senior. Also 2 strong. Actually hit the backboard first.
So it stays a 2-possession and a 5-point game. Even better scenario.
So life still for Union. 2:25 remaining. They run their motion. Blakely gives it to Galmarini. Galmarini between the circles with 2:15 remaining. Kills the dribble, gives it over to Gunn. Gunn. Try to get it to Thomas, and it's not on the same page. Repko the steal, Repko to lay in.
Yeah, that's a scenario where you can't be weak on your passes. You got to know what you want to do with the ball and where you're going to put it.
Galmarini answers with a corner 3. Timeout Union. First points of the day for Rocco Galmarini, his 30th 3-pointer of the year. The senior says we ain't done yet. Timeout on the court. Let's take a 30-second timeout ourselves as well. Union trails by 4. 2 minutes remaining on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
One timeout remaining for Union, 4 still remaining for Bishop Carroll. 1:57 remaining. Tim, down by 4 points, 72-68. If you're Union, how long do you go for the steal? How long do you just play your half-court defense? And when do you begin to foul and try to put the Huskies on the line?
Well, right now I think you have time to play defense, but you want to probably start thinking about fouling with about 1:20 remaining because you want to extend this game as long as possible. But right now, you're going to see if you can, get some steals in the passing zones and try to make them work for their opportunity on the offensive board. But you're going to challenge them no matter what. You're going to be up on them.
Will Tremmel crosses the timeline. 1:45 remaining. Gets it to Repko. Repko into the lane, knocked away from him, and they're going to say he was fouled on the way up by Galmarini. But they've just found, I don't know what it is in this third or fourth quarter, Tim, but Bishop Carroll has found some space on that dribble drive.
They really have, and they've been going into the lane with quite consistency, and that's really what's going to be really important. As I keep saying, you got to get in front of your player and make them, cut off and then go back outside with the ball.
Repko has struggled from the line tonight, but knocks down that first one. Now 5 of 9. Repko with 19, Cassis with 20. Flip-flopping their season averages there.
You don't have to worry about threes yet if you're Union.
Second one is good, 20 apiece for Cassis and Repko. You're right, don't have to worry about it yet, but you need a quality shot, and you can't take too much time.
What they want is run a quality play and get an open shot and not throw the ball away like that.
Yeah, just again, not on the same page. Thomas to Stanley, not on the mark. Easy lane at the other end. 8-point lead, 90 seconds remaining. Thomas, he drives to the hoop, slams the wall in frustration as his shot is off the mark. Across the timeline is Repko for Bishop Carroll.
Thinking about fouling.
Man, now you have to start playing the foul game as Bishop Carroll plays the keep-away game. 1:10 remaining.
You got to extend this game. You got to figure out who you want to foul, and they're going to keep doing this. You got to get somebody.
They're trying to give the foul right now, and they're finally going to get it there as Galmarini is going to give it and send Luke Trammell to the line.
Well, you got to make it look right. You can't just do an intentional foul, and that's where a scenario happened. But it's going to be really important to know how to get that done the rest of the night because you're going to have to trade 2 for 3s here now. I mean, with a minute left to play in the game, you really want to do, you're hoping that they miss 1 of 2. And the first one's up and good. But if they hit them both, you're trading 2s for 3s to try to cut into this lead.
All 5 Bishop Carroll starters in double figures. By my count, the board only has 8 for Uravich, but I have him for 10. We'll confirm that there in the post game. Second free throw, no good. Thomas nearly pickpocketed in the backcourt. Corner, Gettings, 3 on the way, no good. Offensive rebound on the air biscuit, grabbed by Blakely, but the pass outlet stolen away. But stepping on the sideline, Galmarini forces the turnover.
Huge turnover there, him stepping on the sidelines, keeping it in Union's hand. But you gotta be decisive here of what you want to do, trying to get that extra pass and get someone open. 4 to 3. Obviously, they're going to try to cut off everything for Stanley and Thomas, but that just puts, Gallerini and, Blakely more into focus here. They both have the ability to hit the 3. They both can hit the jumper. If they have to move in and get points, right now you got to get points and play defense. And again, put them to the line and try to extend this game because there's only a little less than 48 seconds remaining. Right now you got to extend this game trailing, like you are by 9.
The issue right now, Tim, too, is that Union is in a similar scenario to where Neighborhood was in the last game against Bishop Carroll. not enough timeouts left to stop the clock. So you got to be almost thinking about getting to the hoop to hopefully get to the line to stop the clock and get the three-point plays that way.
You're right. That's another legitimate point. And you're, like I said, you're going to have to make sure you foul people and get them to the line and try to extend this game and have little time coming off the clock as possible. Easier said than done. We'll see how the Scotties handle it here, throwing it in.
48 seconds remaining. Stanley gets the inbounds pass on the right wing. Maybe got away with a walk. Skips it over to Thomas. Has to save it in front of the scorer's table. Down to 40 seconds remaining. He has to pull it from the volleyball line and banked it in. Why not? It's a career high 30 points for Braylon Thomas. And a timeout.
31, I believe.
Timeout called by Bishop Carroll. They've got 2 remaining.
That was a 3, so that should be 31 for Thomas. But needless to say, huge 3. 33 seconds remaining. It is going to be, again, defensively. You got to know who you want to foul, and if you can't get them, you got to know what your second and third options are. I'm sure Coach Stanley's talking about that as they get through this timeout. But again, it is what you need to do is trade 2s for 3s and hope that they miss one of the 2 from the line. I mean, it's only a 6-point game, but there's only 33 seconds remaining. So you have to extend the game. The best way to do that is either get a steal on the inbound pass or to make a foul right away and put them at the line. Hopefully they'll miss one of 2, and then you'll have a chance to either get a 2 or a 3 down at the other end and cut into the lead.
Game reset, 33 seconds remaining. 77-71, Bishop Carroll leading Union. It was tied at 55 when this fourth quarter began. How about Bishop Carroll? 20-plus points in both the third and the fourth quarters. They've really exploded, especially here in the fourth, Tim. But now they need to find ways to get the ball inbounds, get it into the hands of your best shooters, and try to get to the free throw line.
See if they can prevent the inbound pass and get the 5-second call. Maybe they can get a turnover here on the inbound.
It'll be Will Tremmel to trigger underneath his defensive basket. He's going to get the return pass and the reach in and the foul called there against Thomas. So they got it from Repko back to Tremmel, both 65% shooters, so no real difference statistically, but you could tell how quickly they wanted to get it back into the hands of the inbounder.
Yeah, only 2 seconds off the clock, though. That's the important thing here. You know, Tremmel going to the line, all right, we'll find out if he can hit 2 in a row. But then again, you know what you need to do. You're looking to trade singles and or double, 2 points for 3s.
Free throw is good. He's now 4 or 5 from the line is Will Tremmel.
But you're going to have to hustle up court here and get your offense and get your shooters in position.
Both good for Tremmel. Ice water from the junior. 30 seconds remaining. Back to an 8-point lead. Union running out of time. Scotties need a miracle. And how about a ball swatted from behind on the foul line jumper? And then there's going to be maybe part of a miracle. A foul on the rebound stops the clock. Gettings will get 2 free throws.
And now opportunity to get those 2 points back at the line. Gettings shooting 75% coming into tonight's game.
First one on the way, finds its way down. How about this? Mentioned it earlier that Xander Sakarik only had 8 free throw attempts on the year. Same exact thing for Andrew Gettings. He's a number 3 and 4 on the night, makes them both. Now you can set up the press. Clock still stopped at 79-73. And a timeout's going to be called by Will Tremmel. 22 seconds remaining. It'll be another full timeout taken by the Huskies. Let's take a quick one here as well. Scotties trailing 79-73 to Bishop Carroll on LC SportsNet and NFHS Network. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Now, Union cheerleaders trying to get a couple of made shots with the Shakers, trying to inspire the Union Scotties team on the court, but they trail 79-73.
They need to continue the defense to just show that, force that timeout here and see if they can get a turnover on this end of the court.
What did the Bishop Carroll coaching staff come up with? What did they draw up out of the timeout? They are able to get it inbounded to Repko, who's fouled immediately.
Great play there by Gettings, getting that foul. Only less than a second taken off the clock there. And that is, again, huge. They're looking to extend this game as much as possible. Obviously, you're going to have to go full court no matter what happens here. But again, looking to hoping that he misses one. If he makes them both, trade 2 for 3s.
Repko with 20 on the night. He is 6 of 10 from the line. 6 of 11. First one off the mark, no good. Again, Union still with some life.
Huge rebound. If he misses this shot, you've got to be prepared to crash the boards here.
Second free throw coming for Repko. Makes it, that's a big one. Makes it a 3-possession game. 20 seconds remaining. Thomas gives it over to Stanley across the timeline. Has to put up a 3, blocked. Repko read it the whole way. The Scotties are going to call off the Dogs. Bishop Carroll is going to head back to the semifinals for the 5th time in program history, first time since 2018. They explode in the 4th quarter and take home the victory, 80-73. 25 points in the 3rd, 25 points in the 4th. The Huskies going to the state semifinals. We'll step aside, be back. Tri-County Principals post-game show when we return. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Union Township Volunteer Fire Department, the Mahoning Township Volunteer Fire Department, by Parkstown Lounge, by the Union Area Boosters, and the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership.
If you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Xenia-Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes. who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
And welcome back here to Norwin as Bishop Carroll come away with an 80-73 victory here over Union. And you look at the scoring by quarters. Both teams were scored tied at 18 after one. Union outscored Bishop Carroll 17-12 in the second quarter to take a 35-30 lead. In the third quarter, it was Bishop Carroll by 5, 25-20. And in the fourth quarter, it was Bishop Carroll 25-18 to give that 80-73 victory here tonight as they'll move on to the semifinals of the PIAA championships here in single A, and a game where Union looked like they were in control in the first half. They did a lot of things right, but in the second half, turnovers really hurt them late in the in both quarters as they gave up 25 points in each the third and fourth quarter and lose here by 7 tonight.
Yeah, how many turnovers? I mean, we didn't keep track of that, but a lot of unforced turnovers.
Yeah,
too.
just mental errors, unfortunately.
Yeah, you could think at least 3 or 4 in the second half that just passes that went right to Bishop Carroll and then broke down for the easy layups.
And it's just one of those scenarios where once they got some momentum in the fourth quarter, it was tough to get back. They made an game effort late in the ball game when they were sending Bishop Carroll to the line, but Bishop Carroll would give them credit. They were able to hit enough free throws as Union tried to extend this game and just couldn't get enough offense on the other side to cut that gap. Once it got to 8 points, it finishes a 7-point game here.
It's a scrappy Bishop Carroll team for sure. It's a very
you got to give them a lot of credit.
They shoot the ball very, very well.
Yeah, Jace Cassis with 22 here tonight. Luke Repko with 21. Will Trummel with 12. Parker Alexander with 14. Max Okavik with 8 here tonight. And then I look at what I had for Union is Braylon Thomas led all scorers with 30. Luke Stanley with 24. Dane Jonke, who fouled out in the fourth quarter, in double digits with 11. Blakely with 3. Garlamari with 3. And Gettings with 3 here tonight for Union. And that was
Bishop. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, it was a game effort here by the Scotties. It's just they ran into a team that took advantage of the small openings that Union gave them, and they took advantage in the second half and really made the difference here in tonight's game.
And whoever Bishop Carroll plays, Amani Christian or Farrell, more than likely Amani Christian, they're going to have their hands full with the Bishop Carroll team. Whether they're going to be able to, on paper, it should be Amani Christian, but you never know. But if it is Amani Christian, whether they're going to be able to keep up with their speed,
it will be a challenge.
Yeah,
no
it will be a
about
big challenge. But hey, congratulations! So the Scotties, just a great year.
Yeah, it really was
Great year.
For a team that was
lost 10 seniors.
I was going to say, I think we had 10 seniors left for last year's team. To make it here to the quarterfinals is really a testament to this makeup, and you give a lot of credit to the senior and Braylon Thomas leading this team, and then of course Luke Stanley, what he brings to the table. But Dan Jonke, I thought had a superb year and a nice finish. Unfortunately, fouled out in this game with a little over 2 minutes left in the game, and that losing that player underneath really kind of made it difficult for that comeback here tonight for Union. But we have a couple awards to give away. And tonight, first we'll give away the Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award. And that's going to go to Braylon Thomas on a nice defensive play where he got that block early in the game and really set up some momentum there for the Scotties. Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Braylon Thomas of Union. Maley Chiropractic and the Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Braylon tonight for tonight's Play of the Game. He'll receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured on the Drib Live High School Sports Network and on the standout platforms on Twitter known as X and Instagram to view tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. And a full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Again, congratulations to Braylon Thomas, tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. And tonight's MVP Insurance Game Award, I'll get it out yet. MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the Game Award to Luke Stanley. Luke scored 24 points tonight here for Union. The MVP Insurance in Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Luke tonight for tonight's MVP of the game, and he'll receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being tonight's MVP. To view a full list of this year's top MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations again to Luke Stanley of Union for being tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance. Call MVP for the win. So another basketball season comes to end here for one of our teams in Lawrence County, but we're not done. Union's back here tomorrow night. The girls team has an opportunity to defend their state title one more time.
Yeah, tomorrow afternoon at 1:30, we'll back here between them and the number 2 ranked team in the state, in Bishop Guilfoyle. Should be a tremendous ball game. And then at 4 o'clock tomorrow, it's Slippery Rock tomorrow, where Mohawk will be playing Girard, I believe it is.
Yes.
The District 10 champion. So still a chance to get 2 teams to Hershey. But
Absolutely.
We'll see how it goes. So.
We're going to be great games tomorrow, so you want to tune into LC Sportsnet for all that information, and check them out online on Facebook and Twitter and all your social media outlets. And wow, what a season here comes to an end for the Union Scotty boys team. But congratulations to Bishop Carroll as they'll move on to the semifinals with an 80-73 victory here over the Scotties. For everybody working here, the Moan brothers, and we had Darren running the camera down on the floor, and of course James Dawson leading the way here tonight. I'm Tim Constanza, wishing you a wonderful good evening. Once again, our final score here from Norwin High School in the quarterfinals, it was Bishop Carroll 80, Union 73. Have a great day, everyone.